you roll over for
Roll
something?
over. Roll over.
No. Roll persuasion.
You walked into the wrong room, motherfucker. You walked into the wrong room, motherfucker. Came to the wrong room, motherfucker.
You walked into the wrong room, motherfucker. You walked into the wrong room, motherfucker.
They walked into the wrong chonkies. What's it called again?
No smoking in your car. I dig that. All right, man. Your car, your rules. I walk over and I go over to my boy and I try to persuade him to let me take a hit before we stamp it out.
He goes, oh yeah, no problem, Bops, and hands it to you.
Oh hell yeah! On a scale of like 1 to 20, what kind of dankness are we looking at here, weed wise?
Can you roll for dankness?
Yeah.
20. That's the dankest shit.
That's a natural.
It's a
20.
natural 20. Okay, it's literally the dankest weed that you've ever had in your life. And your son seems to be taking like it's not a big deal, and it fucking throws you for a loop.
Hey man, where did you get that?
From you, Dad. Sorry, from you, Dad. Smoke does weird stuff to my vocal cords. You just seem so happy and you seem so cool when you do it that I figured I would try it, and it feels great.
Yeah,
I'm very hungry and I kind of want to fuck.
Yeah, man, I dig it. Well, I'm just telling you, this Poindexter driving the car over here doesn't want you.
Hey, we going, boys?
He sounds like a fucking narc.
Yeah, he is, man. Why don't you? You know what? I'm just gonna take that. Let's just put it in the mailbox here for us. It'll be our little secret. How's that?
All right, it'll be like our little present for ourselves when we get back.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I dig it.
All right, he opens the mailbox and shoves it in and then closes it and puts the flag down. He's like, we don't want a mailman finding that. Ha ha ha.
I hold out my hand for a fist bump.
He goes for it.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
I feel like I'm fucking bonding with my kid already, guys. Fucking great.
as hell.
Is this a real? Is this what fucking being a parent is like? Because fucking sign me up. This sounds great.
Oh my god.
You run up and you just swing it in with the nunchuck?
So here, I would like to propose a mechanic with the nunchucks.
Okay.
I'd like to just, how do you feel about this?
Okay.
I can roll D20s to flourish them.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, every flourish is a risk because I could nut myself with them.
Yep.
But every time I do it, I feel like I get like a +1 to whatever the eventual roll is. So I could sit there and do 20 flourish. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there should be...
No, here's what we do. Here's what we do. We do that, but every time the number that results in a nutting gets increased.
Okay,
So you roll it
yeah,
again,
yeah.
you got to get more than 3. You roll it again, you got to get more than a 4.
Yeah. So basically it builds on
Yep.
itself. All
Yep.
right. So as I'm walking up...
And this is just to hit. This is not necessarily
just a
damage.
hit. Just a
Yeah,
hit.
Okay.
All right. So flourish 1. That's a 2.
So you immediately nutted yourself?
So I walked up, I was ready to flourish. Okay, I'd like to say, I think I invented a really cool mechanic for nunchucks, and I'm really glad that the first move was I go up and I'm like, listen up, you son of a bitch. I'm gonna show you what real pain is. And the first move I do just slams my nunchucks into my right testicle.
Oh my god.
All right, so roll a club attack damage, whatever that is.
So that's a 1d6 for the nunchucks, so that's 2 damage to me.
Okay, that's not so bad.
It could have been worse because I only have 8, so that could have
killed
almost
yourself.
killed myself.
Okay, so Boreanaz sees you do this. And he's like, did we summon the doodler? The only way any of this makes sense is if this is actually the end of the world. I feel like we nailed it. He turns around to the other cultists. He's like, guys, we did it. We fucking did it.
So we got Payden.
We got Payden is the long shot. That's the 100 to 1. And Gunnar Duckworth is basically 1 to 1. Everybody's scared to bet on him. You just get your money back.
How old is Gunnar?
Gunnar, he's a heaping 13 years old. He's at the top of his weight class. He's the heaviest lightweight you've ever seen.
Payden?
Payden is 8.
Oh no.
I'd like to do a perception check on Payden.
Okay, go ahead.
I got an 18.
All right. You can see that Payden...
Does he have a fire in his eyes?
Payden has a fire in his eyes. He fights with the vigor of somebody who's trying to get back at someone who has long since died. He has all this vengeance and nowhere to put it.
This is my perception to see if he has the eye of the tiger.
He definitely has the eye of the... He has the eye of the tiger and the limbs of a tiger's meal. Like, he is utterly helpless in the ring. He kind of just flops around.
Now, if I recall, I believe I have 3 gold on me still.
You do.
I'm going to put all 3 on Payden.
Okay. 100 to 1 odds. Okay.
I hate Glenn right now. I hate that Glenn's just betting on children fighting.
Well, no, not the cleric.
We turned the wrong way for 1 second.
Well, no, let me explain.
Glenn is betting on child fights for
Well, let me be
sport.
clear.
You don't have to
and
justify
dealing
Glenn's-
drugs with his 13-year-old
No,
son.
let me be clear.
You don't
though.
have to justify
Let me be
your
clear, though.
shitty character.
No, two things. Two things I want to be
you
clear
do
about.
you.
Number one, when he first walked in, this is a reputable chain establishment, right? And when in Rome, do as Romans do. Bet on kid fights. And then two, there's a
Dungeons and
cleric. There's a
Dungeons and
cleric
Daddies.
healing up the kids.
Dungeons and Daddies, not a situational morality podcast.
You got 3 gold
I got
down
3 gold on Payton,
on
baby.
Payton. Okay. Tonight's main event, incidentally, is a 1-on-1 between Payton and Gunnar Duckworth. So you're going to get your money's worth.
Hey,
Let me tell
here
you.
we go. As the fight starts, I'm gonna lock eyes with Gunnar.
Uh-huh.
And just and shout some insults at him. I'm gonna try and intimidate him. Hold on, let me see what my spells are. I'm gonna use my cantrip Vicious Mockery
Oh, shit.
on this kid.
So you're yelling at a 13-year-old.
Yeah, you heard me.
Okay.
It took 10 episodes, but now is official. Glenn Close is the worst dad.
All right, you can immediately tell that, for right now, you have enough time to, do one search without having to worry about a roll on the encounter
First
table.
rule of carpentry: don't build shit you already have. Looks like we got a bunch of walls here already. We can just
measure
add-
once, cut twice.
Oh, shit. Dude, you just got dad
Measure,
lawyer.
no, it's measured twice. It's measured twice, cut once.
you don't cut twice.
Double dad lawyer. Objection overruled.
You measure once and you just cut it multiple times.
Yeah,
like, yeah,
that-
fuck
okay.
yes.
Fucking reversal.
Even I
toasty.
was like, what?
Wait, no, it's measure once, cut twice.
No, it's
Right.
not.
Oh, you measure
How?
twice to double check the
Holy
measurement,
shit, did you
so
not
you
know
only have
this?
to cut once.
What are you talking about?
Why would you
Yeah.
cut twice?
Yeah, there's no reason. You've
What are
already
you going to
cut
cut
something.
twice?
Yeah, once you've cut it, you cut it.
Like 2 cuts, though. I'm sorry.
Also,
It means you better.
this was in character Grant saying
You
this.
prepare longer.
Both Glenn and Freddie are like, but if you can get 2 cuts out of one measurement, how much more efficient is that?
What do you mean? What 2 cuts? What the fuck are you talking about?
You only need to measure once, and then you can get 2 cuts.
Because then if
Every
you don't
woodworker
measure,
has
only
only
measure
cut
once.
Cuts of
something
what?
twice.
You're measuring something so that you can cut. You have a 2x4 and you need to cut it in half. So you measure the 2x4 and you want to make sure you cut it directly in half. So then you fucking measure it. And then to make sure you measured it right, you measure it again because you can only cut that board once to do what you want to do.
All right,
What
team.
And
the
then you
fuck
cut
are you
it
talking
again.
about?
And then
It's so inefficient.
What are you talking
Quiet.
about?
All right,
Team,
you've
quiet.
officially used up the grace period you had for for not having somebody come up for the encounter table when you search. So,
All right, quiet, team.
okay, Glenn. In front of you, the ground opens up and a little podium rises from the ground with a big old red button on it. The button says LP on it. And Scam likely says, so, the Glenn Close Trio is known for their Christmas music, and you've got a lot of fame that way. If you press this button, I won't throw away a D6 worth of gems, but the fabric of time and space will be rewritten so that the Glenn Close Trio is a Linkin Park cover band.
Holy shit!
do it.
Holy shit!
If you press this button, you will cease to be a guitarist. You will be the lead DJ of the Linkin Park cover band. Were you to pick up a guitar after pressing that button, you would find that you don't know how to play guitar anymore.
Oh my
you would have to
gosh.
relearn it from scratch, but you would be very, very good at spinning discs.
But DJ's just.
Which era of Linkin Park?
You won't know unless you press the button.
Just really quick, this is amazing. Anthony emailed me months ago, and he asked, just like out of the blue, he's like, Freddie, what would like Glenn Close's least favorite band be? And I was like, I was like, oh, Linkin Park. In my head, I'm thinking about it really quick, and I'm like doing the math where it's like, okay, how many jewels are left?
How many jewels are left?
There are 6 jewels left. With one very bad roll, you could lose every jewel you have just based off this.
Glenn is staring at his hands. He's like, but this is all I got, guys.
It's not worth it, Glenn. It's everything, man.
I
Who
clench
you
my
are.
hands into fists.
It's your kids.
And I say, throw the jewels away. I'll never give up being a rock star, baby. Guitars for life. Hendrix, baby. Clapton, baby.
Okay. 4 jewels disappear down.
Glenn, dude, you look good, man.
Yeah, work
Hey,
out.
That's like DILF. That's the sort of body I think Carol wants me to have. That's like the DILF body.
Was Glenn on Dilfs of Disneyland?
Like, for real, though?
Whoa.
For real, though?
Why don't you roll charisma to see if you were on Dilfs of
Oh,
Disneyland?
you walked into the wrong room,
You walked
motherfucker.
into the wrong room, motherfucker. Oh, charisma gives me, oh boy, that's a +6 on the saving throw modifier on an 18, so that's a 24.
Jesus. You're not the focus of the
You were
first
Dilf
Dilfs
of
of
the day.
Disneyland, but you were like in the background of the very first Dilfs of Disneyland post. And then later on, they actually got one of you and it's about you. You were the
wow.
Daily Dilf for one day.
Wearing like Mickey ears and like just like, why is this guy at Disneyland alone?
Fucking alone. This guy who has a kid.
Wait. You didn't go with Nick? You go to Disneyland by yourself and you don't bring your child?
He was in school that day, dude.
That's the best time to go.
That's the best time to go. Hold on, man. He's got to get his education.
We're going to Disneyland on Wednesday. Can you do that? No, I have school. Can we do Saturday? Nah, I'm busy Saturday.
Saturday sucks, dude. The lines suck on Saturday,
worst
dude.
fucking
It takes
person.
like 40 minutes to get Dole Whip
Oh,
on Saturday. I'll bring you some Dole Whip,
What
though.
a garbage. And it's melted by the time you get to
As
him.
if fucking Glenn doesn't have like a cooler that he
That's
like,
true, yeah.
He doesn't have a stroller that with a fake baby in it to get him in the front of lines. He doesn't need to. He doesn't need to.
So Glenn is shirtless now.
Ron, how you doing, champ?
I sit down crisscross applesauce with the letter in my hand. I just keep reading it silently to myself, and you guys can only see my lips moving. And then I stare at one of the mummies as tears move down my face. Then you catch what I'm repeating. Ronnie, you are enough just as you are, Samantha.
The mummies sort of
They were mommies.
They were mommies. They see you reading the letters, and there is an exhalation of relief that exits their bodies. And with one big sigh of utter contentment, they collapse to the ground and they stop moving.
Glenn goes, now y'all know why I fucking stick to Disney rides.
Oh my God.
Should we talk to? I mean, it's your dad. It would be good to get some. I mean, I roll down the window. Hey, is it just you?
He goes, "Oh, of course, yes, absolutely, just me."
Glenn's gonna take a shot at it with his gun.
Oh my God.
Don't shoot my dad. What are you doing?
Sorry, baby, it happened.
Go ahead, roll. Give me on a ranged attack roll. So just a d20 plus.
And your dad's dead. You probably don't think they're really the dad.
I don't think they're the dads. I'm taking a shot. Range attack roll, baby. Do I get a plus for any ranged
you
attack?
should.
Is there
Yeah,
any-
I feel like Glenn's also like been to a firing range before, so I feel like
Glenn's been to an airsoft range.
okay.
Yeah, but it's the same fucking mechanics,
Glenn's
baby.
the type of guy who has like a surprise birthday party at a gun range where everybody's like hammered.
Oh,
Oh god, no, that's fucking irresponsible as shit.
Yeah, that's not.
That's nothing like Glenn.
not a Glenn move at all. Glenn's much more likely to go to Disneyland without his son and then send Instagram pictures to his friends.
Yeah, but you're not gonna be. Don't operate firearms when you're fucking drunk. Like,
Well, yeah,
Unless you want to
don't do-
lose your Twitch channel.
yeah, your Twitch. Holy
Okay, so
shit.
roll d20 and then add 4.
All right, 15.
D&D AC of a hawk. Okay, so that hits. Headshot. So the bullet sails directly through the body of Barry Bird Oak, and it goes, oh, caw, and sort of falls over.
You shot my dad. What the frick?
Henry, your dad hits the ground and is like, that was extremely rude and really violent. And I think
Floor it, Daryl.
I know that you're better than that. I know my son is better than that.
Stop the car. Stop the car.
You sure?
No, floor it.
I'm sure.
Floor it.
I stopped the car.
No.
If it goes south,
No, what the fuck are you talking about? Floor it.
I get out of the
This
car.
guy almost killed me. No.
Unless you're going to take an action, he stopped the car. Unless you're going to try to make him hit the gas.
Glenn, if shit goes down, get my kids out of here.
I'm shooting your dad.
Do not shoot my dad again,
While
Glenn.
we're arguing
Lar's
about
like,
this,
shoot
do you
his
think
dad.
that
Glenn,
Doesn't Henry just keep drawing?
I want to do it like in Christmas where dad opens the present and then mom does. and then
Okay,
we go
yeah,
around.
yeah. Okay.
I drew comet.
All right.
That sounds pretty
Comet.
dangerous.
Daryl hugs the kids really tight, thinking a comet's going to come down.
So, Glenn, you feel, and you know this to be true, that if you single-handedly defeat the next hostile monster or group of monsters you encounter, you gain experience points enough to gain 1 level. Otherwise, this card doesn't do anything.
I shout to the animals, be like, hey, any of you animals want to fight me real quick?
Anybody got a line?
As I cock the gun back, I go like, yo, any of these animals want to fight real quick? I just go, oh, let's go. Like a small animal of some kind right now. Let's go, you and me.
I guess roll persuasion with disadvantage. Roll persuasion and roll intimidation, and if your intimidation is higher than your persuasion, it's not going to work.
Persuasion was 29. Intimidation was 26.
Okay, so a squirrel comes bounding out of the forest. It's like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. And it comes running straight at you.
I fucking aim my gun and shoot this squirrel.
Goodness.
Roll a ranged attack.
Daryl covers the eyes of the kids, all of them, with his huge body. He's just like, you can't look at this.
18.
Oh, God.
Okay, 18. I'm going to roll dexterity on the squirrel. Actually, there might actually be D&D stats for a squirrel.
I mean, the squirrels could be rabid.
One-shotting a squirrel is probably pretty tough, to be honest.
They're spry.
But they're coming straight at
I
me.
mean, also, doesn't that gun have, like, other things it can do besides being, like, a fucking...
Yeah, right now, what
I
this
don't
gun's
think it
gonna do
matters.
is let me be 1 level higher than
Yeah.
everyone else instantly.
This is a pretty good effect.
The squirrel sees that fucking bullet coming,
Yes.
and it like, and like suddenly like dodges out of the way as the bullet impacts the fucking ground right next to it, and it just goes, I'm going for you, motherfucker. Ain't stopping me.
It's a full fight. All right, roll damage on me, motherfucker. Let's go.
All right, it's gonna attack you.
I did not expect that this would be how the attack
My
would go.
stomach is in knots because I haven't pulled yet.
Does a 17 break your AC?
Yes, it does.
Daryl's like, everybody stand back. He's got to take this on his own.
Stay back. Hayden, stay back. This one's mine.
This is his fight. This is
So
his
it literally
fight.
doesn't even roll a die for its damage. It just does 1 piercing damage.
He put the squirrel out of his misery, please, one way or the other.
I'm just gonna roll attack on it. 18.
Okay. This squirrel just disappears into mist. It's like a teen-rated game where it just, the thing's there, then there's a puff of red, and the thing's not there, so it's not really
I love
sad.
teen-rated
It just
games.
happened very quickly.
And I go, hell yeah. And I feel so fucking powerful right now, everybody. I level up, right?
I'm hoping Glenn gets the card that changes your alignment so we can have a fucking good, morally non-reprehensible Glenn on it.
I hope Glenn kills a squirrel and then instantly gets zapped to another dimension. That's what
I leveled
hope.
up, right?
You level up.
Level up, big
10.
boy. Congratulations.
Yo, I'm level 10 now, y'all.
Oh my God.
No, hey, well, you're over there min-maxing. Freddie just maxed, so
All right.
Freddie
Okay.
gained a whole
Possible
level.
outcome.
Okay.
So while you're
You
dealing
guys
with that,
do your
Glenn,
thing. I'm just gonna tune all of my new ass spells and shit that I get. This is gonna be awesome. The third card I drew is Skull.
Skull, instantly. A ghostly humanoid skeleton who looks exactly like Doug, clad in a tattered black robe and carrying a spectral scythe, appears 10 feet in front of you. It points a gnarled, bony finger at you, and it says,
1v1 me, bro.
I knew Doug was evil.
so you have to fight this thing until either you die or it drops to 0 hit points and disappears. If anyone tries to help you, an avatar of death also spawns for them. If you are killed by the avatar of death, you cannot be restored to life.
Hey, Glenn. Vaya con Dios.
Vaya con Dios. I look Death straight in the eye and I go, there's one problem, Death. You didn't calculate one thing. And I hold up my single remaining card. I still have one more card.
This is like Yu-Gi-Oh.
Anthony, can I turn this card over?
Please do.
You forget one thing, Death. I still have.
Oh, no.
Anthony, I'd like to read the description for this one.
Please do.
The Void.
Shut
This black card spells disaster.
Wait, you saved yourself.
My soul is drawn from my body and contained in an object in a place of the DM's choice. One or more powerful beings guard the place. While my soul is trapped in this way, my body is incapacitated. A wish spell cannot restore my soul, but the spell reveals the location of the objects. I draw no more cards.
So, Glenn, you feel disaster fill your soul. You feel blackness.
That's a hard whiplash, by the way, from how I've been riding this whole episode. Can I just say real quick?
So you feel...
Wait, Ron looks, gosh, I'm glad that didn't happen to me.
suddenly you feel a cold feeling starting from your toes and your fingertips curling inward toward your heart. And you feel as if something essential to you, something, all the love that you have, all of the emotions that you have, everything that makes you you is drawn out of you and whisked away across the plains and across Faerun. Your body slumps over, incapacitated. And the avatar of death who was about to fight you, it looks up at something the rest of you humans can't see. And its head begins to like crane as it like looks across the sky as if it's following something. And then it just starts sprinting like really fast. Like, I gotta go get that fucking soul. That's the only way I can kill him. I gotta get that fucking soul. And Death just starts like sprinting as fast as he can along the goddamn landscape to try to chase down Glenn's soul and destroy it inside of the container that it has been whisked away into.
And that's the kind of effort we like to see from our interns.
How do you feel about Disneyland?
Am I under oath? And Bill looks at him and goes, yeah. Nick goes, I don't love Disneyland. I'm not a big Disney guy.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I didn't want to harsh your buzz.
Oh.
I'm more of a Universal Studios kind of, like, I like Harry.
Wait,
I don't like Harry
what?
Potter anymore. But
Objection, badging the witness.
Wait, hold on. No. What? Say that again.
Objection.
Overruled. All overruled. I like Universal Studios. The T2, the 3D
Universal
experience.
Studios?
There's the
fucking
Mummy
place
ride.
where there's a Jurassic... Wait, hold on. Whoa,
Jurassic
slow
Park. It's
down.
like Splash Mountain, but better because it's got dinosaurs. What do you want me to tell you? I'm
Your
sorry.
Honor,
You
while
like
they were
Jurassic-
fighting,
Hold on,
I
man,
would
you're
like their
telling me
voices to fade out
Universal
while I explain that the true sign of love is to vehemently disagree with another person and yet still be related to them. And I feel like as they are arguing while I'm making this argument, that is what they show. A true love that transcends the theme parks, therefore proving unequivocally that Glenn is truly a DILF of Disneyland, and that is a dedicated, involved, loving father who prefers Disneyland.
Wait. You're telling me that you like animatronic dinosaurs over the critters on Splash Mountain, Nick?
I'm just saying, if they fought, the dinosaurs would win every time.
Also, they were replacing that Glenn because like that was problematic,
It's,
like even like 20 years ago.
Don't
Remember
you get
every
in
time
on
we
this,
went when I was
Carol?
young, I was like, what movie is this from? And you're like, and it's like, that's so weird that it's still been there this whole time.
There's a giant minion over Universal Studios.
Dad, I really like the Minions.
Oh my God.
Move to strike.
No.
Move to strike. Glenn, we gotta go. Okay, we have no more questions for this witness.
No, I have questions.
The defense rests.
Glenn, you have been pronounced guilty. I'm the spirit of the gavel. You have two choices. As was mentioned earlier, you can either, in this instant, magically lose control of your son and be instantly teleported to the meth-based supermax to live out the rest of your days, or we can teleport all of you right back to where you are, and the dragon can finish its job of immolating you and putting you to death. So you have one of these two choices, and you have to make one of these choices.
I've got a question. So, with the choice that he loses his son and is confined to prison, isn't the losing your son not like alterable?
Correct. There's nothing that you can do ever that will change the fact that Nick will lose all of his memories of you as his father. He will have a new father. There's nothing magically that you can do to change that. Even if you found a way to go back in time and change that, you would find a timeline where he'd grown up with this other person. He will invariably and inviolably not be your son anymore.
I think that deep down, oh man, this is very complicated because like, I think that for Glenn, he cares about Nick. Probably more than anything else. He cares about Nick because this is like the one piece of his relationship that he had with Morgan that is like the thing that lives on, right? So that's pretty hardcore, the idea of losing Nick forever. But then he also knows that that's a possibility
because there's no guarantee we go back and we win this fight. Like, we could go back, Glenn gets to keep his kid, but Glenn might die. Nick grows up an orphan. Nick loses both of his parents. So deep down, I think he's going to take the option to go into prison and to lose Nick because at least in that scenario, he can live with the idea at least Nick grew up with a father.
But in the other one, he can't go look down that abyss again and risk, because he knows deep down that Nick was affected by Morgan's death, even though he doesn't say anything. He's smart enough. He's an adult. And to potentially subject Nick to that would truly make him a bad father. He'll take the sure thing of life in prison, and Nick at least has a life and a father that he loves, over the possibility of subjecting Nick to losing another parent. And so he says, the first thing you said, please. And I turn around and I like put a hand on the machine. I say, good work. You've gotten revenge on them. Now it's my turn.
Okay.
And so I assume it's going to stop, like pushing the gas out.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
I guess the gas is just going to still be there, right?
Yeah, it dissipates after a while, but it'll be there for a
Here's
while.
what I want to do. I want to hold my breath and like run in and like try and get dressed in one of the suits of armor.
Okay. Yeah. You basically have to wait a pretty long time for it to dissipate, but you can also just do a constitution check or save, I guess, to go in and not fall asleep. It has certainly stopped pumping the gas in, so it won't be as hard as it would have been had it been actively pumping gas in.
Ooh, I only have a +1. Okay, speaking to my little rat friend, I'm gonna be like, sleep with one eye open, low now. I'm gonna hum Metallica to myself to get myself pumped up.
Okay. And the rat is like slowly, like its head's moving, and then as you get to the chorus, the head starts fucking banging once you hit the Enter Sandman chorus.
So I give bardic inspiration to my rat friend, and I tell him, if I'm not back, like pretty soon, wearing armor, I need you to come and like bite me awake, okay?
So it goes and nods.
So I'm going to hold my breath and run in now.
Okay.
So it's a Constitution
saving throw.
10 + 1, 11.
You've gone down for like surgery or something like that, right? And they're like count down from 100.
Yeah.
You know how in the back of your mind you're like, I want to see how far I can get, and you're like, I could probably get to like 50.
Yeah,
or
you're
40.
like, I'm gonna get to 1, and it's gonna be really awkward. And then by the time you think that, you're like awake again, and it's like done.
So with that same degree of confidence, you run down the stairs. Roll dexterity as you're going down these stairs.
9 + 3, 12.
So as you're running down the stairs, confident that your strong lungs, your strong legs, and your strong left arm will allow you to survive the sleeping gas that you've suffused this chamber with, it immediately begins to take control of you, and you feel woozy as you go down the stairs, and you trip and you fall, and you hit your head on the stone floor of the stairs, and above you, you hear a squeak, 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 squeak. And so the rat's going to run after you now, and I'm going to have the rat roll. So the bardic inspiration is an extra, what, D8?
D10 now.
Oh, D10. Level. Nice. Okay. Oh, no. It rolled a 3, so I'm going to go ahead and roll that D10.
No!
Actually, it doesn't matter because it's not going to be 15 no matter what. An 8. The rat goes squeak, 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 and then starts rushing into the cell worriedly. And it has just enough time to see you on the ground with a very, very small, not so much that you should be worried, but a very small pool of blood near your temple. And it goes squeak, and then just sort of falls over and falls in the exact same way that you fell and tumbled down the stairs. And it somehow manages to land exactly such that it looks like the two of you are spooning, and it's very cute.
Like right under my hand.
Yeah, right under your hand. It just perfectly slides through. So you hear footsteps coming down the stairs. A couple of guards see you and they go, oh, looks like an escape attempt. Oh, look at him cuddling that rat. Is so cute.
And they take a deep breath and...
I'm going to roll a die.
Am I going to single-handedly remove every guard from this prison with this accidental Hitman-esque trap?
Yeah, it's like in Hitman when you just like set the fucking puzzle to electrocute and people just keep coming checking the bodies and getting electrocuted. So with a 9 Constitution roll, those 2 guards fall asleep as well and just
and they clang down into the pile of bodies at the bottom of the stairs here.
And then presumably an indeterminate amount of time later, you hear more people like, oh, what's all this then? But these ones, I think, see the sleeper. They see a bunch of guards asleep. I think they're going to stay on the outside of the door, and they go, somebody's got to get the doorman here. We need to fix this door.
Oh, they got a whole new door?
Yeah, the doorman comes in and builds a door.
So you're telling me that they have sealed me in here with six other
guards.
Of the guards?
Yeah. You were sealed in with 6 guards, and the process of them building this door takes a few years.
What? What? No, come on! Andy, I had it! I was out!
You went back in!
I was fucking out! You gave me a ridiculous check!
I didn't say go back inside the place with the sleeping gas. I didn't even say turn the sleeping gas on! And as you're maybe considering what to do, the guard puts its gauntlets up to its helmet and removes its helmet, and you see an unfamiliar face. You see what appears to be someone with graying hair, with a big bandage over one eye, a beard that seems to have gotten longer, and it takes you a second to realize that this is a now 50-year-old Glenn Close.
Oh my god!
Shut up.
50?
What?
Daryl tries to step to hug, and since his feet are still locked down, he just falls flat on the floor.
Glenn! Oh my god!
Hey, everybody. Ha. How's it going? Were you guys trying to rescue me?
Yeah, man, we're trying to bust you out. Oh my god, you're so old
God,
and cool
Glenn.
and sexy now with that badass eye patch.
It's been a pretty wild time. Hey, what year is it? How long has it been?
It's been
It's
days.
been like a couple days, man. Yeah.
It's been a long ass time for me. Who's this chode?
It's me, Ron.
No, not you. Lay a hand on well, actually, and I say, sometimes it's confusing. Everyone says you're something that you're not, and sometimes you gotta just look inside and be who you always were. I'm gonna roll.
You should say a dad.
What? No, not dad. What the fuck? Shut up, Jody. What the fuck are you talking
No,
about?
you were a dad.
He goes, Dad, wait, I was talking about me. Oh, shit.
I was projecting.
Do I have inspiration anywhere?
What?
You got a one? How does it
It wasn't a natty
always...
one. He has a -1 to his check, so he rolled
Oh
a 2.
my
I thought he rolled a natty
God.
You
one.
absolutely do not have inspiration.
Oh my
He actually
god.
does.
No, I got 2 minus 1.
Henry runs up to Glenn and Jody and says, "Don't you see? He's too powerful for your separate magic, but together." And then I grab their hands and I put their hands together and I say, "Together, you can cast it and change his heart, because the two of you together can do anything, like raise a beautiful son."
All right, Jimmy, you and me, one word at a time, have to convince Anthony as a high schooler to let go of his ways.
You could just roll with advantage. You could just roll a d20 with advantage.
Why would we listen to you when we are united in our quest to make you a better person?
This is going to go so bad for you.
Well,
actually
it's
time
for
you
to
think
about
the
consequences
of
being
such
a
dumb
motherfucker.
and
Come.
What?
Come back. Yeah, this works.
to
Your
senses.
before
We
kill
the
only.
He handed you the end of the sentence on a plate, and you decided to say the.
I'm not a threat of death at the end of this fucking Mad Libs. This is not who Jody is.
Prepared it and plated it for you, and you tossed it out of his fucking hands and said the.
It's out of character.
The only,
Jody would not say kill
Daryl
you.
holds the axe and keeps getting ready to like be the threat, like behind it, but then just like is like, I guess not. No, okay,
The
no.
only
remaining
piece
of
your
original
soul. And then insane.
that.
Shut the fuck up! Just shut up!
I have to have the last word. I have to have the last word.
Yeah, this is what's gonna
That-
kill you. This is what's gonna get you killed.
That, I said
Let
that.
him do it. Let him do it. Let him do it. You two have proven you can't work together.
Fuck, what's the sentence leading up to now? To kill the only remaining part of your soul that you have
Collected
in
this
body. Period.
That was 2 words.
He said motherfucker. Glenn said motherfucker. That was 2 words.
All right. Here's what happens. I'll give you
You
one
two
word.
have fought during that.
You did such a bad job. I will get you a ceremony roll, but it doesn't have advantage. You just get the ceremony roll.
Do we both get to roll and combine?
No. One of you gets to roll.
Why the fuck did I go to them? Why did I go to them? Why did I think? Why? First pick, I went to these guys. God, I'm so fucking stupid.
I'll do it since I don't have -1 to my wisdom because I'm not a big dum-dum. I rolled an 11. It's not enough.
Oh my god.
Children.
Fuck it, just kill him. Just kill him. I want to have a conversation with Jody in this little scene here if we could, because we're all in the stomach here and we're flying away.
Okay.
My knees are buckling and I go, Jody, there's a lot of crazy shit going on here. But you're going to need to come to terms real fucking quick with the fact that you're part demon. And I know you don't want to think about it, but you can't lie to yourself forever. Believe me. That's what I did, man. I've been lying to Nick this whole time. And it tears me up more than anything else. More than any of this shit, man. I'm
What?
I'm a DJ, okay?
What are you talking about?
You think I can make a living just playing Christmas music? What? There's 11 other months in the year, dude. The rest of the time, I got a fucking public storage space in Rosita. I got some PA speakers in there. I play weddings and events.
Oh my God.
I'm more of a DJ than I am a cool rock bard.
Oh, God.
And I've always kept it from Nick, okay?
Oh my.
And I've been lying to him, and I can't ever, and I realize lying to yourself, man, you're only gonna hurt yourself. I know Nick, and he's the kind of kid that doesn't care who you are. He doesn't care if you're a cop. He doesn't care if you're a rock star. He just wants his dad, all right? So if you can just be a fucking dad for him, I don't think he'll care if you're a demon, but I could use you as a demon right now. You know when Henry, kind of offhandedly said that Glenn's special powers to get all the uncles on the dance floor? He was right. I don't know how he knew it. He maybe sussed it out, but he was right, okay? That is my special power. I play the fucking cha-cha slide, and the fucking uncles go crazy, okay? I know exactly when to drop the Cupid shuffle. I know nobody likes the fucking line dances, but I do it, okay? I fucking play the line dances. I play the fucking line dances.
We gotta go. They're playing We Are Family.
You know why I play the fucking line dances? It's not because I like them. It's because I have to.
I imagine as I'm watching this, he's just sinking slower
it's
into the beat.
To brag, I am way more powerful than you. I will completely fuck you up.
We don't need to fucking lay a finger on you, loser. We got a goblin army on the way already. I'm gonna bluff him a little bit.
Okay.
What is it, deception?
Yeah, it would be deception.
3 plus 14, 17?
17 is not going to work against him. He goes, hey, you.
Did you say goblin? I meant...
Shut the fuck up. I'm talking to him.
Okay.
Don't ever do that to me again. Don't ever try that. It's disrespectful. I'm not a fucking idiot.
I know.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Glenn. Glenn, don't ever do that again.
Do what?
Try to lie to me. I'm not.
About what?
Here's the thing.
About what? Lie about what?
You guys just got here. I've been here for so fucking long. If you were going to actually lie, you should have lied about something impressive. Goblins? I fucking eat goblins for breakfast. It doesn't matter.
And then I turn to the dads with a big old smile on my face and I go, you mean goblin on D's nuts?
Oh my God!
Oh my God.
Oh my God! What did you do? He's gonna kill us!
Ah, D's nuts! The fucking 2000 IQ play, ladies and gentlemen.
Literally on my notepad, I have Sugma. I'm like, how am I going to get him to say Sugma?
Daryl is laughing so hard and just pointing.
I'm fucking high-fiving everyone.
Yes.
Everyone is
Holy
giving me
shit.
daps.
Henry D. Birds to fucking high five Glenn.
Glenn, how much HP do you have?
93.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
shit, that's not a question you want to hear.
I die happy, baby. I'll see my son in hell, bitch.
Because the other thought was that Mr. Close, I'm concerned, but not, I don't know. Deep down, maybe it's just the optimist in me. I don't know. I just feel like ultimately he's going to come down on our side. He just cares about Glenn too much. I don't know.
I sure
he wasn't really helpful.
Glenn, what do you think?
Oh, I'm going to kill my dad.
Wait, what?
What? Wow, okay. Dang.
I think your dad didn't even really want to hurt us in the trial.
Yeah.
Are you okay? Why do you want to kill him?
Let's see. Took everything from me.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Was,
okay. That's fair.
Oversaw the process, which took everything from me. Was complicit in a corrupt system, against everything I ever stand for. Listen, if I'm going to ever do a Rage Against the Machine cover and I don't rage against the machine, then who am I? You know what I mean? I'm going to kill my dad.
Oh.
Yeah. He sucks.
Oh.
Okay. Wow.
Sorry, are you guys? Wait, hold on. Wait. Let me just back up for a second. Are we all not killing our? I thought the plan. Well, hold on. I thought the plan was we were all going to kill our dads.
I mean,
do I need to kill all your dads? I'm up for it.
In the sky and all around you, a rhythmic beat that you can't quite place, but you know is somehow familiar. And it sounds like
Freddie has joined in the beat.
This is insane.
and it repeats. And it gets faster. And then the sky opens up, and you see fire and flame and you see 3 shadowy figures. One on a guitar, a young boy with horns and a cool fucking skateboard. One who looks like a cop, but he's got a fucking cool whip.
Nice.
A cop's got a cool whip.
The monster I gave him just has a whip. And then you see, spinning the discs in front of them, a figure that is very familiar to you. And the song resolves itself, and you hear the song that is being spun.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. So Glenn from hell, dragged in by Jody and his half-son Nick, and he screams out to the crowd, like,
Yeah, boy! Let's get amped!
I think that anyone in earshot is getting bardic inspiration.
Okay, that's not how bardic inspiration works, but...
Daryl! Is Daryl out there?
No, this is Grant. I'll pass on the information, though. This is definitely Grant.
Well, tell Daryl good news. I died and I went to hell. And then I brought Christmas music to hell. I ended Christian hell with Christmas music.
In the portal behind Glenn, you can see a bunch of demons, but they're all dressed like Mormons. They've all just got the nice, like, button-up white shirt and a black tie, and they're like, yeah, we just didn't know about Christ.
Yeah, it turns out.
We had no idea.
Hell, everybody. They just need some Christmas music. Y'all,
Christmas is awesome. That's our whole thing now.
Through the light of Christ, I ended hell.
Daryl stares in the mirror at himself and he goes, Glenn's the best dad.
And then Henry looks up and says, Glenn's the best dad. All God had to do was just tell him about Christmas. Kind of jacked up. If you think about it, makes you wonder why he didn't do that in the first place. Anyway, this is my next song.
Ron says this to himself, but accidentally into the microphone.
Glenn's way better Christmas music than I am.
I'd like to introduce to you all the demon cop that I'm raising my kid with, Jodie Foster. What's up? Oh, shit.
Hi, Jimmy.
Glenn, it is your turn.
Glenn's gonna cast a level 7 spell.
Okay.
It's called Magnificent Mansion. So I conjured extra dimensional dwelling in range. I choose where its one entrance is located underneath the nuke. The entrance shimmers faintly, is 5 feet wide and 10 feet tall. Feels like that could probably fit the nuke. Is that what we're talking about? 5 feet wide, 10 feet tall?
I would say so.
You and any creature I designate, Sweet Matilda, when I cast a spell, can enter the extra dimensional dwelling as long as the portal remains open. I think it's going to be open. I can open or close the portal if I'm within 30 feet of it. Feels like I am. Beyond the portal is a magnificent foyer with numerous chambers. The atmosphere is clean, fresh, and warm. The place is furnished and decorated as I choose, very tastefully. It contains sufficient food to serve a 9-course banquet for up to 100 people.
Oh, that's great.
A staff of 100 near-transparent servants attends everyone who enters.
Are they going to be like Linda Hamilton in her fucking T2 flashback?
They're going to come and take the nuke.
They are my servants. The visual appearance of these servants and their attire, all just jacked men and women. Jacked men and women, just buff boys and girls.
Okay.
They're completely obedient to my orders. Each servant can perform any task a normal human can perform. They can't attack or directly harm other creatures, but they can do things like fetch, clean men, fold clothes, take the nuke inside the garage.
Did you say clean men?
Servants can go anywhere in the mansion, but can't leave it, which is fine, because the doors...
They ain't leaving, sounds like.
If you remove the stuff, it disappears. Doesn't matter because they're in extra dimensional space.
So wait, this mansion just exists sort of on a weird other plane?
It's in another plane. There's a door to it in our world.
Right under the nuke.
Right under the nuke.
Okay.
And I like, Matilda, just kind of knock on the door and have the servants bring those in.
She goes, oh, what the hell? All right. Knock, knock, knock. You hear, and like, obviously it's like in the ground, right?
Yeah.
So she like leans over and knocks on the ground and it opens, but like gravity is relative inside that mansion. So the guys are like standing like,
it's like the arrival.
reach in. So like they reach out of the ground, but to them, it's them reaching forward.
Yeah. And they're all like, you remember Beauty and the Beast? They're all like, just dancing around. There's a musical number like in the middle.
Oh, nuke.
Where's the nuke? Where's the nuke? If you have an insult, I have a rebuke. Hand it to me, give it to me. I'll put it inside my vault. It'll explode. We'll all die, but we aren't really real, so it's no big deal. And then you can go ahead and fuck up the rest of Anthony's plans anyway. Give me the nuke. Give me the nuke. Give me the nuke. Not much time left.
My 100 buff servants.
They're Chippendales.
Carry the Chippendales.
They can't leave, so Sweet Matilda just
shoves it in,
pushes it into the fucking thing, and it like plummets for a second, and then like and goes 90 degrees again because the gravity gets weird.
Close the door.
And they go, it's one cell. Be a girl. And the door slams and you're... The fucking windows blow out and blow straight up. The door...
It's like the castle from Disney where it's like... And like the fireworks.
What's Glenn? Yes, it's literally the Disney castle.
Yes, it's the Disney castle.
Disney castle.
It's the Disney castle inside. And I look right at camera. I say, I learned that one from Satan. So when I look over at Morgan and Jody and Nick, I assume they're like by the portal talking.
Yeah, they're all by the portal talking, very happy to see one another again. And Morgan looks a little bit confused as they explain the whole Jody's sort of a demon and I'm sort of a demon
thing. A lot of hand gestures, a lot of like timeline stuff.
Making horns with their fingers. And she's like kind of okay with it. She's
drawing
like,
stuff in the dirt.
Okay.
There's like all a very complicated diagram. And Glenn
Carol comes over to primer it up a little bit.
I like that it gets like this moment where like the Simpsons during Christmas, they look in the Flanders household and they're all just like super happy and talking.
And Glenn takes a mournful sigh and he's like, well, time to kill my fucking dad. Turn around, I cock my gun and be like, this bullet's for Bill. Where is he?
So earlier...